Good afternoon. It's a wonderful day. I had chores that I had to attend to all day, so I'm getting out late myself. This is my reward for doing my chores. Well, I'm pretty happy that we had a nothing burger in Washington, D.C., with our insurrectionists returning with their tail between their legs, unable to muster more than 3 or 4 dozen people. That's a big fall off from 700, and it's a big fall off from what happened on January the 6th. And it just goes to show that unless these people can score a sucker punch, they're not interested in being there. But there were a lot of people who helped them with that sucker punch on January the 6th. They were in the White House, they were in the Congress, they were in the intelligence community, and they made it possible for that insurrection to be as successful as it was in terms of its destructive properties. But the will of too few men who held them at bay until those came who could help them sustain the day, and the members of Congress who stayed the path, including Pence, who had his doubts, and we've learned he's had his shiftings. So after California, in which we skunked those characters out in California with their nonsense about the virus, leaving Newsom as governor and in a stronger position to get reelected next year, when I assume he's going to run for reelection. So it's been a good day politically. We beat the bastards. That's a technical legal term for we won, and we won well today. So congratulations to all the first responders, all the police, the people in the neighborhood who were sad to see the fences go up again, the journalists who recorded it, so we have pictures to show what a lackluster appearance they made today. So while we're talking about how well we did in terms of how poorly they did, we can't really ignore the fact that we didn't use human intelligence in Kabul and resulted in killing a number of people when we mistook water cans for something dangerous. And that's terrible. And we have to make amends to the family as much as we can, having destroyed, several adults and children. It's just a terrible outcome. And we have to be more careful than that. You may remember in the past, you had people killed on the ground because a camera lens was mistaken for a weapon. And almost the only way that you can correct that is human intelligence on the ground. You can't do these things at a distance. So that's sad. It's true. And hopefully we'll do the right thing about it. The absence of armed troops on the Hill turned out to be a fair prediction of what was needed and estimated, although I suspect they were on call and within a reasonable distance if they got it wrong. And they didn't want to have a show of force unless it was absolutely necessary. You can, quote, overkill. And obviously it wasn't necessary today. You may remember when Trump was in office, the Orange Menace in the West Wing, he moved the Bureau of Land Management from D.C. out to the hinterland. Well, it's returning to our area, and that's a good thing. I cut my teeth on what the Bureau of Land Management does many years ago when a professor, Harvey Goldschmidt, who thought I had promise and hired me as a summer intern to go to Washington, D.C., and help him prepare an examination of the Administrative Procedure Act and what penalties meant and what they meant in the context of the Bureau of Land Management. And our focus was up in Alaska. And so I learned a lot then and was very impressed. And Harvey was an amazing, amazing man as a professor and as a human. And he saw I was eager and he gave me an opportunity. And it's because of him that I got a clerkship, in my opinion, because he commended me to the U.S. Court of Appeals judge. He'd work for Paul Hayes. So of such toil, sometimes things come, opportunities come. And I guess you don't know exactly that you have to prove yourself sometimes. You just work hard. But I think it turned out that he was pleased with what I did. And as a man and a family man, I really liked him a great deal. I say it as if he's passed on, and he has, and I'm very sad for it. It's a shame that he went so young, but that's how this immortal coil works, I suppose. The pandemic is very interesting. I've gotten several calls in the last week or so about people, adults and contractors with government contracts, asking, do they have to have the vaccination? And I haven't taken a fee from any of them because I thought it was so obvious. And I told them, I said, get the vaccination, take it, because it will inure to your benefit to protect yourself, and you get to keep your job as well. Hi, guys. So that's my shtick for today. See, it's good to see people on the road. You don't often see them. I walk this circle that I've created counterclockwise, so occasionally I get to meet neighbors who get out to walk as well. Finally, France has picked up its toys and is leaving Australia because of the fight over the submarines. You know, we kind of big-footed that situation with the British, and that just doesn't sit right with me somehow. Because France is an ally and was there first. And it can't always be about the bottom line. It just can't be. And I'm not sure that us introducing ourselves into Australia isn't more damaging than if France does. But there it is, it's done. John McLaughlin and I tomorrow are going to get the band together again and do a show. And so we'll get something to you by tomorrow evening. So I hope you're well. Talk to you soon. All the best. Bye-bye.